But no, um, the Odyssey was a great film. I love Christopher Nolan's directive um, abilities and his storytelling. He's one of the few directors that I think s- few cinematographers that really makes me want to go out to watch movies. In an era where you have Netflix and all this streaming stuff. But I found his his telling of the Odyssey, um, very compelling, and it was very thought provoking as well. Um, because I remember reading the Odyssey along with the Iliad and other Greek um, um, you know Greek mythologies and poetries in high school. And besides the fact that I was always asking where are the African mythologies, like we in the South Bronx. Why ain't we learning about the Obas and um the Yoruba mythologies and Kwanans and all that? But that's a story for a different day, I guess. Um, but the telling of the Odyssey is very, um, I would say, unique in the sense that um, what sticks out in how it's told is in a manner of bravado and cunning, right? Odysseus is one of the Greek kings that I wouldn't say he's a vassal of Agamemnon in Sparta, but essentially um, in the Greek and how they organized themselves and how their kingship was organized. It was always like a warlord, and um, all the other kings kind of coalesced around one Greek king to lead them into battle. And Odysseus happened to be one of the wisest of the kings that Agamemnon trusted. And he's always presented as this wise, stoic thinker, a cunning, intelligent, innovative figure. And he comes up with this clever idea to build this horse as a gift um, to Troy for Athena, right? An offering, a peace offering. Um, and it's told that this is, a cunning and wise um, and innovative creation in the midst of war. Um, but I think what Christopher Nolan and his version of the Odyssey really did, and what was really eye opening, was how they kind of flipped that on its head. That whole narrative of Odysseus being like this wise and cunning figure, and it kind of tells, not even tells it, it warns us, humanity, that sometimes our wisest inventions can can you know rip and tear the trust that was built um, and fostered among us. And you know, it's really it's really on brand, especially with like um, where we are right now in terms of um, industry and innovation with artificial intelligence, and how it may seem wise an invention to many, um, myself not included, it it's trying to warn us that even if we believe that this is a cunning and wise invention to sort of get a one up on our enemies, it'll inevitably come to be our ruin and something that will cause um, what's left of what trust is left in society to ultimately um, corrode itself and just collapse on itself. And I mean, you're kind of seeing that in real time with a lot of the um, I guess job displacement that is occurring with artificial intelligence. And recently there was um, an alleged like a lab leak sort of from OpenAI that I think there was a rogue model that escaped some sort of like testing sandbox that they were testing that model in, and it went ahead and attacked um Hugging Face, which is like it's an open source platform where it's mainly like research is published there, and like research that has to do with like LLMs and um artificial intelligence models and things of that sort. And so you're seeing things like this, and it just reckons to the fact that though artificial intelligence may be a wise invention um, that humanity has seemed to like um, conjure up. Um, Sooner or later, it will be used to um, to ravage, just like how the the Trojan horse was used to ravage Troy. Um, it's inevitable that artificial intelligence will be used as a weapon of mass destruction. And I think, Matt Damon playing Odysseus said it best, that the trust that remained, the sacred bond that remained that remained among humanity was broken after, you know, that Trojan horse was carried into Troy, you know. And it was a beautiful, thought-provoking message woven um into this piece of art. Um Very thought-provoking, and I really wanted to, you know, I guess shed light on that thought. Um because even with remember, I didn't go to watch this in theaters, but I do remember watching it in bootleg. Um, Oppenheimer, right? Even with Oppenheimer, like here's a man who is celebrated for, you know, um, I wouldn't say inventing the atomic bomb, but definitely like, spearheading and being like the figurehead of that project. And even he regretted, you know, building the atomic bomb that was later used twice to ravage two cities, ravage hundreds of thousands of lives, right? And this happens throughout human history where our our knowledge is often used to harm us. And I think now more than ever, a message like what Christopher Nolan has put out through the Odyssey really should be um, reckoned, and really should be something that we should reckon with. Um, it's a message, it's a warning to those that, you know, may think of using our knowledge once again to destroy rather than to bridge together. Those are my thoughts on the Odyssey. I'm not one of those that is like a movie critique, you know. I'm not gonna talk about, I guess, what's the shit, the controversy that was behind this movie? Oh, the casting. Like, motherfucker, this shit never happened. You got motherfuckers talking about, oh, it's not historically accurate. Motherfucker, is a Cyclops historically accurate? Like, yo, that's how you know. That's how you know it's not even an illiteracy problem. Like, we know a lot of y'all don't read already. It's just y'all just stupid. Like, y'all just stupid. Anyways, I'm signing out. Peace out, y'all. Catch y'all later.